Hell yeah.
How you doing? Thank you very much.
Have a great day.
Yes, ma'am, you too. We just got a package. It's not technically about it. Let me turn this way because I don't want that ESPN in the back and then they're going to try to say I did something. Anyway, got a package in today. That has nothing to do with what we're here for. Yo, welcome to the channel. Cuts by Reggie, back with another video. Today we have a somewhat of an unboxing and then somewhat of a review. It's like a more of a first impression type thing, right? First off, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, comment, like, share. Dislike the videos if you dislike the videos, right? So today we are going to unbox the new clippers from Suprent, right? I already posted a video of me actually going through like what's in the box, but we are going to talk about a little bit. I've only been using for a couple days, so it's not going to be like a deep review, but we're going to talk about it a little bit, right? So this is the package, right? Which I like the package, right? I do like that it got this little neat opening here. This where everything was at. You had the clipper, the trimmer, and they also sent you this nice little plated gold clipper in the shape of the FANGS clipper. So that's kind of cool. But either way, this is the package. That's the box. You do get the clipper and the trimmer. This is the Fang clipper of Fang trimmer, right? They have it on the website as a combo for $240. You can buy them separately. The trimmer or the clipper is $147 and the trimmer is $134. I think separately it's like $180-ish or something. So if you buy them in a combo, save you about $40, right? It comes with the guards from a half guard all the way up to a 6, right? So I can't even find the 6 now. The 5 and the 6, right? So come from a half guard to a 6 guard, right? I usually don't use anything over a 2, 3, really depending on what's going on, but the half guard, and then you do get the charging cables, which of course is USB-C. Like everything is USB-C. I think it has a vector motor in it up to like 13,000 RPM. They both are at 13,000 RPM, which this is the sound. Got a little noise to it. So they are loud. It's kind of empty in the shop right now, so I'm gonna get away from the camera so y'all can, because if I got it here, they are pretty loud. It comes with their version of a vapor blade, as you see. Nice little design, 5 notches here. I do like the color, but this would be something if they had other like colors you could change, right? Because the design of it is cool. It give you that little like spray can type stuff like that, like nice design, right? But if you could change this, like these designs here, that'd be cool. Either way, have something like, I would like to make this black here, you know, something like that. But either way, we're gonna talk about the guards real quick. The guards is cool. It's cool that they come with their own guards, but they are thick, right? And they are durable thick, but I'm talking about thick in a sense of like, if you used to using a 1, like if you cutting down with a 1 close versus like, this is gonna cut shorter than this, right? Even when you using the same clipper, this guard doesn't cut as short as this would. If you like to use that where it's like, I don't really want to take it down to a 1, that's cool if it works for you, but I don't like their guards. They're just kind of thick, right? As far as the clipper so far, and again, I've only been using it for a couple days, so it's not like super in-depth, right? But the thing about this vector motor, right? And I'm not in it. I don't know how the mechanics is, but usually the The reason for a vector motor is it can start from this RPM and ramp up when you need it to cut down thicker hair or something like that. Using this so far, maybe it need to get looser, but using this so far, it has not been able to, when I'm cutting through thick hair, actually lay it down, right? This has been much better as a fading clipper, especially as a finisher, coming through, get me a nice clean fade that's been perfect. But when I'm trying to lay down thick hair, waves, or go against like that gray, you know that gray hair is stubborn, all right? So when I'm trying to go against gray hair, it hasn't been the best to actually go through stuff, right? And that's just so far, right? Sometimes like your product need to get loosened up. It needs to get going, and then it's like, oh, there it go. Like Babyliss trimmers back in the day, or even Babyliss trimmer, this right here, right? This is now my favorite trimmer. This has took the place of the Flex. I know people, when I first brought those up, people was like, is it gonna take the place of the Flex? And I'm like, nah, because the Flex is so far it's taken the place of the Flex. But that's a whole nother story, another video. But as far as this clipper right here, it's been good with fading. As far as laying down hair, like thick hair, it hasn't done what I needed to do. The trimmer cool. I tried to zero gap this, and I'm still gotta work on it. But the mechanics of zero gapping that is kind of, and for me, somebody else might be able to do it, might be real quick, might be easy. But for me, I gotta work with this trimmer a little bit. Fresh out the box, I've been able to get things lined up. But if you know me, if you've seen my older videos, I like to tap and go. So if I can get my trimmer to tap and go, cool. Fresh out the box, they were okay. I've been able to get some stuff done, but not as to my liking, right? Not saying that they're not worth it. Again, this is after 3 or 4 days of usage. So still give it some time. I'm gonna sit down with it. I'm going to compare it to other trimmers that I've been using. The Flex is still on my station, but this is my top tier right now. So that's what I'm comparing it to. I'm comparing this to me using the Flex for years and now switching over to the Tune 45 trimmer over the past year. So that's what I'm comparing it to, right? So together, like I said, the pricing of this together is like $240. You can buy it separately, $134 for the trimmer, $147 for the clipper. My main thing is always, do the products work? Is it worth the money? Do they work? As far as the trimmer, if you have a trimmer that's getting the job done, I would kind of be like, unless you get it in a combo for $240, go ahead and get it in a combo, cool. But if you just looking to try a trimmer, I would say go another route, right? As of now. Like I said, this is not an in-depth review. I'll come back later once I've figured out how to zero gap it, and then I, can really compare it to what I've already been using. As far as the clipper at 147, I say it's a decent buy. I gotta try it a little bit more on thicker hair, because so far it just haven't been able to. I mean, this is advertising at 13,000 RPM, so you thinking. I do like it because, and that's probably the balance of it, because it don't feel like it has that rotation like it say. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get stuff that got too much vibration, so you got to kind of find a balance in between it, but it don't feel like it has it in it. And while you're cutting through thick hair, it also don't cut like it gets up to 13,000 RPM as well. You know what I'm saying? As far as battery life, I don't even know what the battery life is of these. Let me see. I haven't had any problem with the battery, but I've also been plugging it in, plugging it out, all that stuff. So on the charging time, and I'm guessing this is for both of them. No, you got the clipper and the trimmer gets 180 minutes of charging time for 180 minutes of runtime. So the same amount of charging time gives you that amount of runtime. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I guess that's cool. Get you 2 to 3 hours of runtime, but it takes 2 or 3 hours to get that. It takes two or 3 hours to charge to get 2 or 3 hours of runtime. Cool. I haven't had any problem with it like dying or anything. When I first got it out the box, the trimmer was already dead, so I did have to charge that. So I mean, I charged this a little bit. Also, this got a little, if you hold it right, you hold it a little second, it got a little light on it for fading and stuff like that. Now, I work around a lot of light, so it's being bright, so I don't know how bright that light is, but when you cutting, and I've done it a few times, you can see the light. You get what I'm saying? You can see that the light is on the head, but I haven't had it, I haven't used it in a certain light that you would need where it would be like, oh, it's very noticeable that that light is there. You know what I'm saying? Using it on gray hair, the light is kind of bouncing it off. So, you know, you got that as well. But I think that's a cool little feature. You know what I'm saying? The button is sensitive as well too. But all in all, is it worth the buy? I say the clipper is, it's only 140, 147 for the clipper. The trimmer is 130. So, I mean, the clipper is worth the buy. The trimmer, you know, I'll be back in a little bit to really explain to see if that's worth the $100-something, right? But that's the FANGS. I do like this packaging though. I like that shit. I like that. But either way, that is the FANGS from Suprent. I didn't even talk about the charging docks. Good God Almighty. This is the charging docks. They're very lightweight. They're small. But I mean, once they sit down, they're not going anywhere unless you're moving a lot. But they cool. But I do also like that on the back of them, they also have the USB-C port as well. Sometimes you got the clipper that have the USB-C and the regular charging port, but on the back of the docks is usually just the regular charging port. But I do like that because if you lose it or you're moving around, if you do traveling cuts and you forgot your charging cable, you can use a USB-C. Everybody's using USB-C. Side note, now that everybody is using USB-C, that don't have to be a advertisement tool. That don't have to be a promotional thing. Like, I don't know like where y'all live and how when you look at certain apartments, but if you find an apartment and in the apartment the amenity says blinds, it's like you're just throwing things out there to kind of, now you're at a point where everything is USB-C. You don't have to always advertise it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, comment, like, share, dislike the videos if you dislike the videos. I will be back with another video, a tutorial, or review, or something. Peace.